diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Throws to the back. With the catch, it's rolling. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. With the catch, it's Sampson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Trying play action. He's going to fire deep. And they will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The extra point here would tie the game. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches.
Open space in the middle. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Stanford.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down the field explosive.
Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Bringing the heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Austin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He spins that thing down the middle. It's caught. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Babers. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Babers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fitted in the window for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
Timeout, Stanford.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Rushes on him. Turns it loose deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's caught inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll throw it from the red zone. On the run, still looking. Powers through the defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. He makes a catch. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense. They're taking it.
Touchdown, Stanford! And the beatdown has ensued. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Stanford, 42. Notre Dame, 16.
He'll bring it out. It's Gage. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on 1st down. He makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks.